Today's video is sponsored by Trade. Last night we had a serious rainstorm. We woke up to just the sound of thundering rain on the barn roof. So we are definitely putting this Advantech water resistant flooring to the test.
So there's nothing like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, rushing out here because we actually left a bunch of our tools out, unfortunately. So I was scrambling, trying to get everything covered up and put away in the shed. Not a good feeling. Never trust your phone's weather app. Soggy work gloves, lovely. On our last video, you saw that we got a long wall up here, first interior wall, and that actually separated the great room, eventual great room here in the house from the master wing. Again, with the air quotes.
The air quotes. So today we are working on separating the great room from the kids' wing.
That doesn't require, see, you don't need that for the kids' wing. It's not as cool
need it
as the master wing.
Okay, anyway, the kids' wing is what we're working on today. So it's going to include the girls' front bedroom, the mud room and utility room, the kids' shared bathroom, and the boys' back bedroom.
Yep, which means there's going to be 4 doors, 4 headers, all that. It really shouldn't be all that bad. We do have a couple days to get this done. Very busy week for us because it is Melissa's 50th birthday this week, and we're going to be celebrating. We have a whole bunch of family and friends coming into town to stay with us.
That's right. Don't I look good for 50?
She's 38.
Tell people how old I am? That's rude. 29 again.
Why?
Because it's my 29th. We went ahead and chalked a line so that we have this wall completely perfect because we do have trusses running the width of the great room. So the distance between the 2 wing walls needs to be like right on. So now that we got that chalked, we're going to be starting with the girls' wall first and then possibly the utility room. It's going to depend on exactly where those doors land, but we're gonna get started. Spring skies once again are looking mighty angry, so hopefully we're actually going to be able to get some work done. We're gonna hurry up and measure it, but it'd be a real suck if we get all our materials out here and we have a rainstorm like we had last night.
Well, it's about to suck, so prepare yourself.
It's gonna suck.
Someday I will buy you fancy things. Let you feel the weight, let you hold it all real close. Someday I will treat you like a queen. You deserve the finest things a girl could hold. Like an angel giving wings, I'll set you free. Let you fly until you're running out of breath.
And just like that, our threat of rain seems to have disappeared and it's back to being a gorgeous day.
Give you everything that you already had. Into the dark, we will brave this world hand in hand. Into the wild, we'll bring our love and do the best we can. Someday you will be the death of me, but for now I'm busy loving you to death.
Build these walls, Mama, let's go.
Someday we will look on back and see the best we had was when we had nothing.
What is this in here? There it is.
What's wrong? What?
We're out of coffee.
There's no coffee? That's okay.
We have to go to the store right now.
I'm getting my keys.
Kids, you're in charge.
Let's go.
Oh, sweet, happy mail day.
Woo!
Our trade order is here. With Trade, you too can discover new coffees from the nation's best local roasters.
Trade matches you to your own personal selection of coffee and ships straight from the roastery at peak freshness. Simply answer questions about how you like your coffee and Trade will curate matches just for you. Choose your delivery frequency and it'll appear at your doorstep so you can avoid the grocery store and never run out again. You then rate your matches so Trade can continue to delight you with coffees you love. If for some reason you don't love your first coffee, they'll ship you out a different bag for free. Trade ships all their coffee in compostable packaging and all the coffee is roasted and shipped within 24 hours of ordering.
Today we are enjoying Nueva Segovia by the Stay Golden Coffee Company because like I always say, I like my coffee like I like my man. Big-bodied, comforting, brown sugary sweetness along cozy notes of roasted nuts.
Our viewers will get 50% off their first bag when they sign up.
Offer valid for the first 100 people who click the link in the description. Just take the quiz, click the link in the description, and enter code GOODSIMPLE50.
Free shipping is also included.
Since nailing up a wall is a bit of a one-man job, and I have just the man for it, he's going to continue getting that wall nailed up, and I'm going to talk about my snack belt choice of the day. My snack belt comes from the country of Japan. We had a subscriber send us a whole box of different Japanese snacks. We have no idea what flavor any of these are, but there's these cute little cartoons that kind of help us out. So this, I'm guessing, is like an onion ball, kind of like a cheese ball, but onion flavored. Oh yeah. That is an onion flavored ball. You want an onion ball?
No, thank you.
But I feel like our breaths should match. If I eat this...
Take care of that. There are other ways around that. I don't necessarily have to eat one. Happy medium.
Okay, come here. All right, I'm coming in to give you onion breath.
No, hard pass.
I feel like I smell like a cup noodle.
It's a hard pass. 1, 2, 3.
So we've decided that we are going to build the whole stretch of the wall down, and then we will go through and put the 4 doors in all at the same time. So we're doing jack studs and headers and all of that all at once instead of doing one door and then framing a wall and one door.
Efficiency. It's the name of the game.
Efficiency. We're very efficient. So something that we're a little concerned about is our 2x4 pile is waning rapidly. So I think, not certain, but I think we have enough to finish today's project.
We should.
Yeah, but after that, we're totally out. So we're going to have to go and get more 2x4s. And some people were saying, well, why didn't you guys plan better? Why didn't you order all your supplies? Well, we did. And we paid to have somebody calculate how many we needed and order all of that. I don't know what went wrong during that process, but we ended up at least 20 sheets short for sheeting. And we have maybe half of the 2x4s we need for the interior walls. Maybe half. Yep. I'm not even sure. So
yeah, we should have done it ourselves.
Yeah.
But what's done is done, and so
Right.
we're gonna have to work with what we've got and make it happen.
Yeah.
If we can. Hopefully
Yeah.
we can track down everything it is that we need.
yeah, hopefully, so we can keep going. We got the whole stretch framed. We got the full length king studs for all 4 doors in. So now we need to cut our jack studs. And from there, we will work on our headers. You ready, Daddy? You ready for this noise?
I'm ready. I gotta cool down though. I'm baking hot. It's not that bad. It's what?
You look like bacon.
70 degrees. I'm so hot.
You look like a raisinette. You're so tan. One of those California raisin guys.
You heard, was it? I heard it.
Scrunch your forehead.
Grapevine.
California raisin.
Yeah, I gotta cool down. I gotta soak my head or something. It is hot. On this decking, on the subfloor, it's really hot. We have no shade here. The sun's just beaming down on us. Even though it was raining earlier. It's a little out of hand now, so I need to go cool down real quick and then we'll get started with little jacks.
All right, you go cool down, Daddy.
Will do. Thank you, Mama, for your permission.
Ah! You do it on purpose? What is wrong with you?
That's better. We got it. We'll finish. Let's go.
Okay.
Don't. What are you doing?
You think it's funny?
Ah.
Payback. Is that so? Yeah. While Jeremy gets all of the jack studs nailed into place, I'm going to be going through our scrap wood pile over here and seeing if I can find enough pieces for the headers. So we need a 2x4 8-foot piece for each header, which, crazy enough, we have exactly 4 2x4s left. It was the perfect amount to do these 2 walls. But we also need 2 6s for the main portion of the header. I don't want to be cutting into any boards that we can use for framing, so I'm going to try to go through our scraps. At this point in our build, we've got to start utilizing our scraps in every single possible place where we can.
All right, so we've talked many times between all of the tiny home framing and all of the wall framing that we've done in here thus far about notching out our bottom plates and the doorway thresholds. We want to keep them in place for the time being, so we're just going to cut some little slits so that I can go back after the fact with my handsaw and get them removed. I kept forgetting when we were building the tiny home, so I'm very proud of myself. I have not forgotten any of these doors in here as of yet, with one exception, because the front wall that actually came crashing down, I did forget, but I fixed it after the fact since the wall came crashing down. So we're good to go. We're going to take care of these last 2 doors and then we'll move on to our headers. Old guy wants to be up here, but he's too old. Hop up. There you go, Kench. Boom. Yeah.
See how it goes.
Good job, buddy.
Thanks, man.
You like it?
We have 4 headers to do, and this stretch of wall will be ready to raise. It is 5 p.m. in the evening. Can we finish today?
How about I take over?
Broke the corner there.
I saw it. 2 more.
You out? You out of nails?
Out of nails.
Officially.
Officially out of nails. Knew it was coming. Need a lot more than I anticipated today, so we're out. I'm gonna have to restock. Okay, very good, long, productive day. We got the majority of this very long and involved interior wall completed. Unfortunately, we started running low and actually ran out of 2x4s, which we need to get things completed. And then coincidentally, we also ran out of the framing nails that we've been using.
Yeah, so we ran out of 2x4s and nails at the same time. So we only have 1 more header to nail together, and then we can actually raise this wall. We did want to get it done today, but such is life. We do have tomorrow to work still, so Jeremy's going to get up early, head to the store. He's got about 150 2x4s to buy, so it's gonna be a long morning for you.
Yep, but it's got to be done. We'll get things completed here tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds good. Jeremy is back from the lumber store. Here's all the 2x4s that we need to complete our interior walls. So we got those, he got the nails, and we are ready to rock and roll.
I see the lightning in your eyes. The pretty dresses are disguise. Don't let them tell you, just smile, girl. You fight on.
All 4 headers are in. Now we are going to cut and install the cripples, and we will be ready to boop.
Get it up.
One finger. Whoop. It's gonna be a really heavy wall. I think we're gonna get Nevaeh out here to help us.
Fight on. Fight on when you feel alone. Fight on. Fight on, we'll make our own.
Jeremy is getting all of those cripples in place, and I just wanted to update you guys on our lumber situation and how that was handled a little bit. So we did call in this morning and explained what happened and just explained how short we were. And luckily they were super understanding, and they did meet us a lot closer to the price it was when we ordered our original lumber package instead of charging us today's price. So we are so grateful for that. So besides having to make an extra trip into town, we're pretty much as good as new. We're moving forward, we're happy, and we are going to be able to complete all of these interior walls. We have what we need.
Here we go.
All right, we're gonna put up the kids' room wall.
Fight on. Fight on when you feel alone.
1, 2.
Fight on.
Okay, we got this second very long interior wall in, thanks to the help of Melissa and Nevaeh. We got this thing raised with relative ease. Melissa is standing in the cavity where we have one little section we need to frame up, get that plugged in there, and then we will be totally done with both of our long interior walls, establishing a great room.
Stuck. Okay, we are going to get this last tiny wall in.
Tiny little wall, so small, little wall of Susan. Look like regular wall, but small.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
On that note, we want to remind everyone that Trade is giving anyone who clicks our link below 50% off their first bag when you use code GSL. We are going to get that last little wall up. We got our second interior wall section up this week, and it has completely transformed the way that our home build looks. We can see it now. We can see it more and more with every new wall that we raise. I have one incredible husband. It is unbelievable to me that he can take a pile of lumber and transform it into this structure that we have standing before us. Over this last year, I have expanded my internal sense of what's possible for a couple of amateurs with one common life goal. This week, I turn another year older, but birthdays are a funny time, a time that often induces deep reflection, not only over the past year, but often over one's journey as a whole.
More like a house. Feels familiar. You got it done for your birthday.
If you had told 18-year-old me what 20 years down the road would look like, I never would have believed it. It wouldn't even seem possible. But that's only because 18-year-old me hadn't met her husband and her children yet. So this year, as I inevitably reflect, I feel immense gratitude, not only for the destination, but for the journey, and for those I am blessed to be on this journey with.